So this is a Sleepy Nico baby carrier, and it's got a soft and squashy panel, a nice padded waistband, and 2 shoulder straps which at the moment are done up in 2 large loops, one to either side. You can use them in 2 different ways, 2 in the large loops, and the other one is when they're crossed over. I'm going to do that one in a minute. So I'm going to put that squashy waistband around my middle, and I'm going to click at the back in order to tighten it up. A great idea is to just put your hand flat against here and pull out towards the side to tighten it up nice and snug so it's flush with your body. When you've done that, we're ready to pop a baby in. So pop baby on your chest. I'm just going to encourage baby into a seated position, so they're sitting on my arm, nice and snug here. Allow them to have free rein with their hands. Usually pop them up near their face where they'd like them to be. And I'm just going to scoop from underneath all the way up. My carrier should fit approximately to the back of baby's ear up here. Now because we've got it done up in 2 loops, I'm going to place one loop on my shoulder, swap hands on my baby's body, and bring the other loop up towards my shoulder up here. Now it's important when we're at this point that this isn't too long, because I'm going to raise my arms up behind my head to do it up. So if it is feeling too long, we're feeling like we can't take my hands off baby, then what we're going to do is we're just going to tighten it up a little in advance until we really can raise our arms up into the sky and do up the chest belt behind your head. And click together. Nice and secure. Now we're going to tighten it up to finish. There's a couple of different ways to tighten that up. The best way is to take hold of baby's bottom, just boost them up a little bit. Instantly you can see the slack in the carrier and you can then move that to where you'd like it to be. So I can grab that and bring it forwards and then back to fit. Same on the other side, lifting baby from underneath, grabbing hold of the webbing that's on my body, pulling it forwards and then back to fit nice and snug. There we go. So give baby a wiggle and a jiggle, slide your hands inside and onto their bottom, make sure that they're happy, that the carrier feels like it's pushing down here and here rather than being pulled in, and that baby's nice and visible and out the top of the carrier, and good support from the back of the knee to the back of the knee just there. So if I wanted to change the way that the carrier fitted, to take it off, just give it a hoik and unclick at the back just here. There we go, before bringing that down. So we're going to do a cross strap instead, opening the loops, one on one side and one on the other. So instead of 2 large loops, we've got 2 open straps. We ignore the strap on the back this time, pick up the baby in exactly the same way, just here, get them to sit down, roll the carrier up baby's back, put the strap on one shoulder, swapping hands on baby's bottom, put the strap onto your other shoulder. When you're ready, you reach around, we grab the opposite strap and we create a downward pull, coming around to the side and then clicking it in underneath. Just here. There we go. We can pull that to fit, small backwards movement. Same on the other side, hand underneath baby's bottom, arm out. A good tip is to make this kind of motion with your arm, coming back away from the back, and a nice downward pull. What the downward pull does is it's a nice low cross on your back and enables the carrier to go nice and close to your centre of gravity and to fit well. So baby back in hands neutral, arms up near their face if needed. And again, if I want to move the way my carrier fits, lift my baby up, I can move this around on my shoulder, adjust to fit on both sides, nice and snug, tightening to fit. If we feel like we can't tighten the carrier up because the backward movement is awkward, let's loosen it off again so we can do a slightly different way of doing things. You can see in at the side there, if I hold it in my opposite hand just there and put my elbow in front before making it come back, I can tighten that up really easily when not putting any strain on my fingers or feeling like I can't reach under here, and do exactly the same on the other side. So we can repeat the process, hold it in the opposite hand, bring my elbow in front and just back